I'm going to go to my forest music.
Without the cow.
Yes, the cow is muted.
Sans cow.
That's the weirdest darn thing. Like, it legit says deer call.
We could also be called Sans cow. I'm just saying. Worst band name.
Well, considering we had a episode of Critical Role in which
everyone was cows.
Literally all of them turn into cows.
Okay, guys, I've got a plan. We're all cows.
We're just gonna seeming everyone as cows.
Guys, I have a plan. We're all cows. How's that plan? Everybody like that plan? You cool with that plan?
I'm not cool with that plan. I hate cows.
Why did they herd you?
That took you a second.
Again. Here
Are
we
they
go
not-
again.
Are they not moving enough?
Here we go again. Okay.
Anyways, so we're approaching the gate, right? That's where we were.
Yeah, and Elwyn is sort of playing a little hymn on his pan flute as they walk.
Okay. So as you get to the gate, Ondar he has oddly enough stood and is at his full height, like to the point that he had to actually step out of the little gatehouse, and he's kind of blocking the gate. Not facing you guys. He's facing out in the woods, and almost poised as if he's holding a bow and has an arrow knocked. Like someone has legit pissed this tiefling off. Or something.
Troubles, my friend?
How tall is Andar?
He's 6'1".
Okay, so I'm a couple inches shorter than him.
Yeah. The gatehouse was built for someone for a guard much smaller. He is he's not small at all. He's big and husky and tall, and from this angle you can probably tell that his hair is almost to his butt. He's got really long hair.
Butt hair.
Yes.
And Elwyn was playing up to this point, so he wasn't sneaking up on him.
Yeah.
He stopped. Troubles, my friend?
And he just kind of loosens his hold on his bow just long enough to hold his hand up. His tail flicks in your general direction. He's really focused. And then he draws back again, adjusts his trajectory, and poing! Not anymore.
What's not anymore?
The trouble.
Zila kind of pokes her head around, like a kid. Just kind of pokes her head around his side to look at what he was shooting.
Elwyn does as well.
We parent trap this. We all just lean around him.
She's kind of shifting, like,
Boundaries? What are those? They teach that in school?
With the deadly tiefling that just killed something. Yeah, that's a great idea. And is still armed. Will you cooperate with me? Because I had an idea of what it was that he just killed, but I lost it. You distracted me. Oh yeah, it's one of his preferred. It's one of his preferred enemies. I need to pull up his character sheet. Because yeah, I made a character sheet for this guy.
Nice.
Guys, like NPC Pro.
Oh, I already have a character sheet made up for your first boss. Will you load?
Usually just
Okay.
What's going on here?
Hold
The
on,
string just
hold on.
stopped.
What the fuck? The fuck? Oh, things are kind of glitchy.
Yeah. Hope it's not the internet.
No, it's not the internet. It's, hold on. I made the mistake of Phenomena. Cancel. I will do that particular thing later. It was eating computing power. Okay. So where's my thing? There we go. Okay.
Okay, you're back live.
We're back. We're back. That was weird. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's see. Features and traits. Class features. Surely. Ah, yes. Okay. I have gnomes and halflings as his favorite enemies. Don't ask me why, I don't know.
Some halfling probably kicked him in the shin when he was little.
Or kicked him in the balls.
more like
Punched him in the
balls.
ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say down that low.
Did a flip kick. I don't know.
Or reached up, grabbed him, and just started twisting.
Anyways, that's enough ball talk.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
Play the bard.
I need to go back to... Yuki, are you okay?
Stop tripping over pet gate.
No, he just... I don't know. I think he's getting stir crazy. I might have to put him outside for a little while.
Oh boy.
Which will mean that passing through the main house. Because my door is still blocked.
Yep. Anywho.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. It would be a... I'm going to say...
What beautiful eyes you have behind your glass.
What the hell? Hey, oh, that looks cool. That looks creepy.
Do we really need to know?
You, and first look, it looks like a giant snake of some kind. With an arrow right in, like, deep in its eye. Like, deep enough that it hit the brain and instant death.
Mm-hmm.
He killed
I
that
am
thing
very-
with one arrow.
Well, I am very glad that our guards that monitor the gates have a very good aim.
Indeed.
May we be as lucky in our errands today.
You all took a small job?
Yes.
Whet our appetite a bit.
Well, then I shall get out of your way. Do you need any assistance tracking, or do you have a rogue among you now? Do you have a ranger with you now? He meant to say ranger. I was looking at Anaya's character sheet.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have a ranger among us. Perhaps you could give us a good idea of where to find what we're looking for.
What are you looking for?
I believe it was one direwolf pelt and the eyes of a basilisk.
A basilisk. Those are a little harder to come by than direwolves. Direwolves are everywhere. It's why it's one of the main dishes at the tavern usually. Direwolf, your best bet would probably be to kill a basilisk first and wait, because the direwolf, it will come to investigate the death.
I see.
Any particular location that you might suggest?
Well, the basilisks are usually seen near are in a the last time I saw them they were in a clearing nesting little outcropping of rock. They're not usually in this they're not usually much in this area. There is a old ruin, a good, I would say 3 miles south of us, where they tend to gather. I would be particularly careful because I have seen a few nagas in there as well. You want to get your feet wet, not bloody.
Preferably not stone, neither. But it is the place to look.
That would probably be your best bet.
Elwin looks to
At
the others.
ruins, I would be careful not to disturb the larger statues.
Elwin turns to the others. Shall we?
About time.
Yes.
And Andar just goes back into his too small little guardhouse and sits down and puts his bow down and like in the kind of attitude of I'll get my arrow later.
Elwin starts walking. Stops. Which way was that again?
So
Yes. Which way is south?
it is afternoon.
If you look at
The
the
sun
sun,
is-
that way.
It is
Yes.
afternoon. You don't do much navigating, do you?
I do not. No.
Why
Well,
would you ask the bard to know which way which was?
well, just so you're aware, the sun rises east.
From the east.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. North would be with the sun to the west. North would be to the right of the sun. South would be to the left of the sun.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Of course, his expression tells the exact opposite, meaning, no, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. F you, I'm a bard, I don't do math.
The rest of the party's all like, we really need to be worried about bards.
You're not making a good case for the bard stereotype of the area, Elwin.
You lead this?
You do not know to know my opinion on bards.
I think perhaps meant the hunt? Or the creatures?
Right.
Or did you mean the bard? Well, maybe it must be banter can be done after the deed. We do not want to lose all of our lights.
Indeed. Let's... Those who are directionally inclined had better lead the way.
Zila will maybe not. The cleric should maybe not take the front.
Do I have to do everything?
But she points and
Fortunately, it appears that there is a very clear path to the south. It's
Elwin just follows the path.
it's a pretty well traveled walkway. Some of the older trees along the edge, and there's some of the stonework on the path. People have dug in stones, sort of as markers. Some have different holy symbols on them. Some have runes. There are a few that even have little draconic phrases on them. occasionally there are a few that seem to pulse with a sort of arcane glow.
Zelo,
Particularly
probably.
as you start to approach a rather large, very old ruin, very clearly from the days of legend, where when the nation was covered, what was basically a giant city.
Ezekiel probably would kind of slow down, if not even pause, to examine some of these.
There's really nothing important, just a few protective charms to make sure that the more dangerous creatures, like occasionally like harmless squirrels and non-aggressive rats, smaller creatures that would just be like, unless you're like super hungry. Anything that's naturally aggressive is kind of compelled to keep their distance from this path because of these. And that's like not even a...
Is that localized, or can you find that kind of all over the continent or the nation?
It's all over the place. It's probably
Okay,
it's a...
We've done any bit of journeying, we probably have.
Yeah.
Some of these
This is something that you've probably seen in your travels on your way to Kaleni. A way to keep non-combatant travelers safe. So long as they don't, the general consensus is stay on the path and you'll be safe. However, as you approach the ruins, I am still connected to the internet, right?
Okay. Should
Yeah,
be.
I've got audio, so y'all are good. We're good. We're good. The music just cut out for a second. Had me worried there. As you approach the ruins, however, the path veers to the east. And it kind of is a little bit of a T-section with paths going to the east and west. And if you were to really look, you would notice that you would probably see that both fragments of the path continue south to go around the ruins. Almost as if the path was built to avoid
that section.
Place.
Alright.
And if best we can, perhaps not delve too deep.
Elwin goes ahead and draws both of his daggers and has them at the ready in a traditional guard.
Yeah. The fact that there is a giant stone would look like a statue, but once you draw your daggers, it kind of shifts in a way that makes the DM tempted to tell you to roll initiative.
The stone moves. That's odd. So it's not a one of the victims.
No, it is a giant statue.
Back up, back up, back up.
I'm going to go stealth. Attempt to, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to duck behind something. Not be seen.
Oh, that's good. 23.
Yeah, you'll. I will say stopped moving when you backed away. And but yeah, you're pretty well hidden.
All right.
Did you want me to roll for stealth as well, or
No, you don't you don't have to. The movement was and yeah, I would say that this is pretty passive, because especially with Zila, you would have probably encountered these before. It is one of the stone elementals. It's one of the earth elementals that was, according to legend, part of the destruction of the ancient city. The calamity that caused the world to be as it is today.
both
They
in awe
react
and-
to the drawing of weapons in their presence.
Would we know that?
I would say that possibly.
Do you want us to roll knowledge or religion or something? Or nature?
No, I would say that that's probably sort of
History?
probably something that's been told to just about everyone, particularly people who travel.
Common lore.
It's a common lore thing.
Okay.
So. But like you've probably for most of you, you've probably only heard of them, never really seen them in person. Zila, given your background, might have encountered them before, just not had someone draw a weapon
She kind
around
of
them to trigger
gestures to put your weapons away.
I slowly put them away, but don't really take my hands off them. Just in case.
Yeah.
Not wish to provoke them. Your weapons would do as such.
Ondar did warn you not to disturb the statues.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Playing with my dice and it just threw itself across my floor. Okay, so are we
Like,
proceeding
screw
into
you.
the ruins? Now that we've had a little bit of a scare.
So it would seem.
Where'd that cow come from? I'm muted.
Muted cows. Another band name.
Okay, there we go.
Anywho. Well, I don't wish to provoke the elemental, but I also don't wish to be caught with my trousers down when a basilisk strikes.
Let us not hope they both appear in the same vicinity.
I would hope not.
You do a little further into the ruins around the elemental, see some movement.
And I would try and suggest that we kind of skirt around the outskirts and not try to go too far in.
Hmm.
You know,
I would agree.
Don't want to do a family of basilisk. We just want one. Also, beware of its gaze. Not look directly at pictures.
So, how are we proceeding?
Carefully and quietly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my stealth up.
Okay.
In the middle or the near the end of the group?
So, assuming that you go into the ruins proper.
I'll scout ahead.
Yeah.
Still stealthing.
Okay. There actually does seem to be evidence, just very obvious, that there's at least a rather large family group of basilisks, bacilli. Huh?
I don't know. What do you call a bunch of snakes?
A nest.
That would work.
A note nest.
Yeah.
A nest of nope ropes.
Yeah.
Or no poisonous danger noodles.
And for anyone that's into Final Fantasy, I'm not. Well, the art on D&D Beyond looks really cool. I am imagining these basilisks looking kind of like Final Fantasy verse basilisks, giant, kind of like the lizard snakes in Spy Kids 2.
Ah, slizzard.
Yes, the slizzards.
Alright.
So they're less these 8-legged lizard creatures than actual straight up slizzards. Lizards with the long serpentine head.
Huh.
If they weren't so deadly, they would look cool.
And they look cool anyway.
Yeah.
Deadliness aside.
Yeah. So,
If you
very
look at the
obvious, just from a cursory glance, that there's a lot of them in the center of the ruins.
Oh dear.
And their nest is also around what you could only assume is a petrified naga.
Perhaps we
I'm
can try
sorry.
to.
I'm sorry.
Are you about to try and nope the fuck out?
No. It's Soul. He went after the moth and fell into one of my bins. The moth too, which makes it even more sad. And he knocked my shawl off the couch.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hi, Yuki.
He was pawing at my leg for attention. Then he didn't want any attention after I picked him up.
It's a cat, obviously. It's like, love me, love me, love me. Nope, I don't want it.
I don't want your brand of loving. I just want pets.
I wanted you to know that you should, not that
Yeah.
you actually could.
So am I still happy at the tavern, or it's like I've done nothing for like 40 minutes?
We'll say you're with us.
Yeah. One can assume that you've just been awkwardly trailing behind.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and look for any stragglers or ones that are outside of the nest?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I would like to do so
Perception.
can I assist, please? For
Yes.
advantage?
Can we all
Just
roll?
for advantage. I would appreciate that, yeah. Advantage not needed. 20. 30,
Okay.
30, 20. 30,
Okay.
20 is better than a clean one.
Yeah. With that, then you would notice that there are some younger looking. It appears that there are several nestlings in the group around the petrified naga. There are elders, whether that means that they're weak because of age or just really, really experienced and deadly, remains to be seen.
We want to try to
But there are some elders,
find
again,
one
mostly
that
gathered.
wandered a little
They're
too
gathered up.
far.
Yeah.
One that has wandered a little too far than should have from the rest of the group.
Yeah.
That we could.
There would be probably about an adolescent, as it were, that's heading towards the elemental. And probably about to head out to eat, to find some food.
Okay, I'm going to
Follow that
keeping
one
up my
and
stealth.
shank 'em.
Yeah, still keeping up my stealth. Follow after it.
Okay.
Wait until it's out of. Wait until it's out of range, I guess, of the elemental
And its family.
Yeah.
and its family. Yes.
And it seems to be heading straight for a break in the path to the west.
Silently, carefully follow it, and then shank it when it's out of range of danger from other things that want to kill us.
There is a break in the path in the protective charms. It's basically a creature crossing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, they gotta get out to the woods to hunt somehow, right?
Once it's out of range, is it out of range at this point?
By this point, yeah, they move pretty quick.
Okay, at this point,
Should we all follow?
Yeah, I motion for you all to follow, and then since I've got the drop on it, so it seems, I'm going to dagger and strike first.
Okay.
When we.
So roll for your attacks.
Okay. Quick thing though, looking up the 2 weapon fighting.
Just roll your.
Don't add your ability mod.
Just roll your dice.
Okay. All right. What is my ability modifier? Yeah. Okay.
Alora. Roll your
I've got
dice.
it. I've got it. That's not gonna hit. That was 11
Yeah, that misses.
with the second one. That misses 2. That was a 3.
Yeah,
Not much for that.
both of them just fly past the basilisk, but
Does he even notice?
it notices the dagger landing in the tree in front of it.
Mother trucker.
Did you wait for the rest of us to catch up? Or
Yes, I did.
okay, then.
She didn't pull a Vax.
I didn't pull a back, so I'm a bard. I don't do that.
Then I would probably go as well to try and get a strike in.
Yeah. We're still in, we'll just say that we're still in a surprise round. Because it saw the dagger, but it didn't see where it came from or where the threat is. It's aware that there's some sort of threat, but it's not fully aware of what's on the attack. Like, it's looking around. It's actively searching for the threat. But we're still in a surprise round. Because 1 turn is 6 seconds.
Yep.
So
Whoever else wants to take advantage of the element of surprise.
I grab my hand axe and throw it at it.
Firebolt.
Okay.
Natural 1, baby.
That misses.
Who rolled the 1?
The cleric did with her firebolt.
Okay.
Forest is now flames.
Do I just not get any choice in anything?
Since you're throwing, you're going to have to roll a. Oh God. Okay.
20.
It's. Hold on.
It'll be dex. Modifier. Plus, not advanced.
You roll a d20 and add your hit DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's. So unless you roll a nat 1 or a nat 20, whatever you roll on the d20 plus 7.
Okay. $15.
That barely hits.
Ooh.
Wait, no, 15 plus 7.
Okay, that does hit. So roll a d6 and add 5.
7.
7? Okay.
No, 8. Sorry.
8.
I'm bad at math.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm terrible at math too. Don't feel bad.
That's part of the reason. Math is part of the reason why I have your numbers up, so that I can be like, okay, what'd you roll? And okay, so
Math and stairs, I literally call my arch nemesis.
yeah, so that was an 8.
Yes.
Okay, so 8 damage. The basilisk is now very aware after having a
Weensy bit.
little bit of a firebolt kind of fizzle out, probably right beside it. It felt the warmth. And the axe just kind of embedded in its back now. You'll have to run up and grab it, just so you're aware. Before we roll initiative, do you want to dagger this sucker?
Again?
Rachel?
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Eventually someone's gonna hit with the dagger. Because Elwyn can dagger, you can dagger.
Well, I rolled a 17 for the first one.
That hits.
D4 for 6 damage.
Okay. It is not happy.
Well, considering the point is we're trying to get its eyes, I would assume this whole process is not going to be a happy one.
I do have 2 daggers, right?
Looks like you have a dagger, short bow, a short sword, and your unarmed strike.
Yeah,
you can
we'll just leave
dagger
it with the dagger.
You daggered it.
Yep.
At least someone's dagger hit. It is very not happy. Roll initiative.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't have any battle music, so.
Which dice do
I
we
am
use?
going to roll initiative again. I'm going to roll again because I can never tell the difference between a 9 and a 6 on this freaking die.
It doesn't have a line underneath the 6.
Or a
It doesn't
dot.
have a line under either one.
Oh, wow.
Does it not have a dot? Sometimes they have a dot.
It does not have a dot. I scoured this stupid thing looking for it, and I just cannot find it for the
So-
life of me.
Roll a different dice. Roll a different die.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay, but I'll take it. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Let me, I need a very unprepared DM, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. I'll just open up a new page.
Sticky notes can be a great way to keep track of initiatives.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, 25 to 20. Which, by the way, it's you for Toby. It's roll a d20 and add 3.
Okay.
So, 25 to 20.
Nope.
20 to 15.
Yes.
Okay. I do not have Discord. I don't have Discord visible, so I don't see who. I can't see who has said things.
And that'll be Rachel.
Okay. What'd you
What
get?
was your exact number?
19.
All right, 15 to 10. Nobody. Okay.
Wait, I'm so confused.
All right, I'm going down the line. What did you roll?
Oh. 17.
So 17 plus 3 is going to be 20.
You get to go first.
Oh, boy.
That's the basilisk where they killed it.
Let's hope not.
No. It rolled low. It rolled medium on its initiative. Okay, where was I? 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
7.
7.
Six.
Okay.
Claire got a 6.
Okay.
You want the cleric to go last so she can heal you when you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eileen rolled a 6, got a 6, and Laura got, you said 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So top of the round, Tysius. Toby.
Joy.
What you want to do?
Trying to think of what I can do.
Okay, well,
Can I destroy the eyes, or is that something we have to?
the eyes have to be, the eyes have to remain intact. Because that's part of your core. Otherwise you'll have to kill a whole nother basilisk.
Okay.
Don't look at it.
I take my second hand axe and aim for the head.
Okay. Just what, aiming to chop off its head?
Yeah, like the brain.
Okay. So roll a d20 and add 7.
27.
So you rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Woohoo!
So go ahead and roll your damage. Roll the d6, add 5.
10.
Okay.
Isn't it doubled for crit?
Yes. So you do 20 damage. Hold on just a second. I'm sorry, I'm really unprepared for this.
We're unprepared
Could be
for the
worse.
excellence.
You're unprepared for my natural 20.
No, I'm just unprepared for battle, period.
Oh.
I've only DM'd once and it wasn't a combat thing. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, so we did
Gotta start
8
somewhere.
damage, and then we did 6 damage, and then 20. Where's my calculator? My calculator's on my phone and my phone is in my purse. I'm sorry.
Don't you have a calculator on your computer?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That's one of the reasons why I put my calculator in my quick bar.
Like I said, I was not prepared for this. I'm sorry. Loud. Okay, there we go. Because of where you hit it, it's already starting to look a little rough. Just a little. It is very angry. And, it is now on Ahida's turn. Unless you want to do something else. Because you have... You have an action and a bonus action. So you could move to come... Or unless... Did you... I'm going to assume that you moved into close range with this thing.
Yes.
Okay. So you can do a bonus action, try and hit it with your hooves, or I'm going to say that as a part of your motion, you can do a attack. You could also grab your other axe out of its hindquarters and try and axe it again.
Let's go with that last one.
Okay. Because you do have 2-weapon fighting. You can hit twice.
With the 2-weapon fighting, you don't add your DC, though.
Well, on the second attack, though.
Yeah. With 2-weapon fighting, you don't add the hit DC.
Yeah.
On the second strike. Anyway.
So just going to because it didn't do much damage in the first place, I'm going to say that it wasn't very deeply embedded in its hide. So just
Okay, but since I stuck my second hand axe in its skull, wouldn't it be dead?
no, because it's still pretty tough.
It's got a lot of hit points. We go by hit points.
We go by hit points, not necessarily what got hit. Unless you lobbed its head off. You were aiming for the brain. It's got a thick skull.
Fuck.
We'll say that your one axe is embedded in its skull and didn't quite hit the brain.
Alright. So.
You did good, but not good enough.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna take my hand axe out of its back.
Mm-hmm.
And try to lob its head off.
Yeah. Roll another d20.
That's the spirit.
18.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Because it does have a spinal cord, and you're trying to, you're obviously, since you're pulling it from its hindquarters and coming at it from behind, go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay. 6.
6 plus 5 is 11. Just for posterity's sake, I'm going to say that because of where you aimed at, and either your axe is barely lodged pretty deep in its neck, or because it didn't quite make a clean cut.
Glanced off a bone, maybe.
Yeah.
It happened.
Basilisks are semi-tough creatures.
Tough getting through all that sinew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
So
that's
late,
your
you
turn.
giving up yet?
If you wanted to step back, possibly drag your axes out of its head and neck, since you do have 2 hands.
Yeah, let's do that. Grab my hand axes and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. And because of where you had your axes lodged, I just rolled a Constitution save on it, and it rolled a natural 1. So, yeah, I'm going to call it dead.
Yes.
It just, as you yank your weapons out of it, it just kind of gurgles and keels over.
I did it!
Nice job.
Awkward Centaur got his first kill.
That would almost. If I did not want to curse ourselves, I would almost say that was anticlimactic.
Actually, that was plenty climactic. That was amazing.
Good job.
Well, let us get the iris and get out of this. Oh no, we need to wait for the dire wolf. Let's just,
I'm going to get my daggers and I'm going to attempt to get the eyes.
Okay. Let me.
Are you handing around the dead?
Hold on.
I have +2 nature.
He also has wisdom +2, sleight of hand.
This be a nature or survival to get the eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
I have +3 animal handling.
I have +3 to my survival.
I have +3 to survival and +4 to sleight of hand.
Okay. Who has the survival?
+3 survival for me.
Yeah, me as well. And then
Okay.
Ditto.
So
I have +5 sleight of hand.
+5 to medicine.
I have +3 to sleight of hand, +2 to nature, +1 survival. Ugh.
But I'm used to getting my hands dirty and
okay.
healing and
I
dealing
would
with.
I would say that since this is a finite thing, you would need probably a combination of sleight of hand and survival, which
That would give me a
Anahita
+8.
has.
Oh yay! I get to cut out the eyes. Joy.
Just because you don't want to damage them. They need to be intact.
All right.
And
We're all fighting over. I want to be the one to cut up the eyes.
I'll assist for advantage.
We're all helping.
yeah.
Go speed race.
Lordies. Why you fail me dice? Why?
Wait, what are we rolling for?
Just roll a d20.
Yeah, you guys are gonna regret this. Natural 1.
Does she get advantage because we're helping?
Yeah, we're assisting for advantage.
Yeah.
so-
If the DM will allow it.
Yeah. So Rachel, roll a sleight of hand check with
I got
advantage
D15 for
because your
assistance.
party is assisting.
Okay. That'll be a 14. That's a little better.
Okay.
15.
14 with your
With the 4 added in.
with the 4
I rolled
added
10.
in. Okay. Yeah. I would say since you have a +3 survival too, you with some difficulty on the first eye get it out. With a little bit of difficulty, your knife kind of slips a little at first and very nearly pierces the eyeball, but you get it in one piece. Now for the other eye.
Still assisting, so you still have advantage.
Yeah.
Go team, go!
Really?
Oh, my favorite sports
We're gonna
team.
do worse with the second eye.
Did you roll with advantage? Did you roll with advantage? So did you roll twice?
You roll twice and use the higher
the higher.
number. You know how this works.
Actually, the advantage is a new thing. Oh, yay. I like that better. So 12, so that would be 16.
Okay. It's a little easier on the second eye because
But it's still really
But-
gross.
it's still gross but slightly easier. You don't get a slight scare of your knife slipping or anything. So now you guys have 2 basilisk guys
Intact.
in your possession.
Now to wait for the dire wolf.
Mm-hmm.
We bring a bag
And
for
it's
those.
midnight.
And I have work tomorrow, so I actually have to head to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
1 a.m. here.
it's getting kind of late. It's midnight here. I've got cooking and stuff. So we will continue the hunt.
I'm so lonely.
We will continue the hunt next week.
Next week, don't we have pie?
Oh yeah, yeah. We
Yeah, so
will
we
be
will
out of
do that
town.
next week.
Laura and I will be out of town, away from computers next week. So it will be week after next.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Buenas noches, mis
See you.
amigos.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Peace.
I'm gonna